They're complicated,
Right.
yeah, but definitely we're gonna be here helping you guys to know a lot more about our business, our company. Today I want to share, I have some training, we have to talk about products and everything. Today I want to talk about the system. Okay, and I'm definitely, if you want to be involved, participating is so important. Will be, when we participate, we tend to learn a lot more about something. Okay, but don't feel afraid to ask me something or saying. I definitely will tell you whatever I did myself. Okay, and it's important. I cannot teach you what I would not have done before. Okay, so important. We can definitely share today. Let me get this out of the way. Begin the presentation. It's great system, great results. We have to understand why we're different, why WFG or WorldWave, our platform, education platform, is why we say it's the most important company or the best company in the industry. Because if you think about it, all the companies offer products. You can sit down with a New York Life agent, they have products. You can sit down with an independent agency, they offer a lot of products. Some of them similar products that we have. We have some products that are exclusive for us, which is good. But we still have some other options out there. We cannot lie and tell you cannot find our products in any other place.
I just want to add another one. I was in Georgia, right? And this agent, they've been doing something for 10 years. And they're just doing solely with Lincoln Financial. Imagine they cannot sell any product from Lincoln instead just one whole life. That's it.
Wow! And we have all the
Lincoln. And all Lincoln, we can do everything.
Everything. That we're a so big agency. One of the biggest agencies in the United States. Around 70,000 acres. That we have everything and small agency have, but we have double or triple in some cases. I was seeing the other day, we paid $700 million in commission. We're almost there in $1 billion in commission. A really big agency. And what the reason for the training today is to understand that if you're really looking for a career where you will produce and sell, and that's fine. This is the company, maybe the company, but I just want to have you to have a bigger picture of this, bigger picture. And definitely, we have to help the families. We have to sit down at the kitchen table, sit down, make an strategy, do a financial analysis. That we have a training back then on that subject. So important to do that, but we have a great system to develop a business. Of course, every one of us starts helping families, producing with our pen. We call that producing with our pen. Collecting signatures in the application. We make some money there. That's important. But the most important thing is be part of a system and follow a system. Okay. This next slide. This was Elizabeth is changing me the. Let me. I don't know if that affects anyway. Okay, perfect. This was my first year in WFG.
That's good though.
Impressive? No, really.
Better than mine.
That was my first year in WFG. You know how we call that? My own system. And what is impressive about that? That I was not making money at all. That is the cash flow in our company. When you're making money, tell you how much you make. This was my first month in the business. Then I don't even make anything in June. Then keep going. Have a chart bag. Somebody have a chart bag? For that. And I show you these numbers because eventually, 2 years later, so I was earning $150,000 a year. That's why I have my ring. When the company's in your ring, in 12 months, you make more than $100,000. But this was my own system. And the difficult thing is that we enter here in this company, this great company, and we want to do what? Our own system.
Okay.
Now we have a proven system, but we still want to do our own system.
Yes.
And when we do our own system, that's exactly what happens. You don't make money. And of course, some of you probably in the process, not even earning that. That's a good step. I want to give you hope that if you're in this situation, not making money or having trouble, you can still make it. Okay, there's hope. There's hope. That was me my first year. Okay, then after that was 50,000. After that, 150,000. I keep going now, working really hard, struggle really, really hard to go to the 250. But it's part. Now I'm in another position. Now I'm learning some other things. Of course, I teach you the first step. I can teach you how to get 100,000 because I have done before. Now I have to learn from the people that are making millions to step up. Okay, but it's a step by step, year by year. It's not gonna be overnight. By the way, if I'm teaching you that this is gonna be overnight, be scared. This is not the right business. It's illegal then or something is going on that is not correct. This is a step by step, year by year. This is reality. Okay. It's important, set up a goal, a realistic goal of what you have, and eventually you keep working really hard, duplicate, doubling your numbers every year, and you get there. Okay. But the important thing about this slide is that it was my own system. One day I sat down with Julio Velasquez, my SMD. He told me, Hector, I said, Julio, I want to make some more money, be more involved. And they said, Dad, the problem is you're following your system. And we have a great system. The reason you are in WFG is because of our system. If not, why not going better to a regular agency? Because probably when we think about it, in a regular agency, probably you may have a little more commission percentage on your contract. And that's true. I'm not scared of telling you that because that's true. You may go out and probably you start with a 30%. Probably you go to the competence and probably you start at 45% right there. Or you can find a 50. And you said, and why I want to sacrifice my commission? Because this is, I'm smart enough and I know exactly what is in the industry that have to give you an idea of why I'm here. Because the system is good. The system is not to be an agent producing all my life. I know this is a gentleman, 80 years old. His name was Pedro Cabana. I can share his name because he authorized me to do so. He's a client of mine. He's an agent. And I prepare his taxes for almost 11 years. And all the time you have to go out, visit a client, close a deal to make money. He was a regular agent and insurance agent. And if he don't sell, what happens? He doesn't have a system. Okay, that's the big difference with the industry out there and with WFG. Since the first day you sign up in our company, you start your own agency. Since the first day. Important you to understand that. Of course, we have to learn and be good producing. Our personal production is so important because how you can be somebody to sell if you never have done so? How are you going to tell somebody how to do a financial analysis if you never did so? It's important to start with yourself, and I'm going to talk about that. But for now, just go out of your own system. I know you're smart, you're wise. I thought the same, but this is what happened. Okay, get out of your own system. Let's work with a proven system with leadership that have done it before and will tell us what we have to do. And just to understand our company and what we bring to the industry, which is different, I always call that we're like a hybrid. If we think about it, I always compare, this is just insurance industry. Sorry. It is Primerica. Everyone knows Primerica?
Yes.
The company, I have nothing bad to say about that. But in the insurance industry, you find a lot of professionalism. You find a lot of product variety. You find training, etc., etc. Okay, this is product training. Okay, perfect. Then you have the other side of the industry, which is something like America. You limited product. They just have one product. That's what they sell. Mm-hmm. You have no professionalism. And this is, I'm not saying everyone's, but they tend to recruit and recruit and recruit, and they don't have like a kind of profile, and they just recruit everyone. In this industry, you have to understand when you recruit somebody, think about this, probably you never think about this. If I recruit, your name again, I'm sorry. Judy. If I recruit Judy, when I recruit Judy, I'm giving her a line of credit. You got that? You said, why line of credit? Yeah, because our company advance commissions. If I advance commission, if I'm not, let's say, for example, you go with me with an interview, and I will not borrow money to you, I decide after the interview, this is not a good candidate to borrow money because you will not pay me back, don't hire them. Don't recruit them. And you tell me, why? Simple. If you go out, got your license, go out and sell, and she leaves the company, it will be a big mess. Because she's leaving debt and chargebacks and things, it is important. I want you to be smart, okay? And I know it's a lot of information, but it's important to be, I like to be honest with you. You have to be smart how you interview people for your business. Here, you're interviewing people for your business, okay? Do you have that mindset? Any question with that? A lot of questions. Everyone is understand that, okay? Important. We have to be professional. This is not a business for everyone, okay? This is a business for some people. If you sit down with Darren Farrell may explain to you, this is one of our executives. Darren Farrell explained to you how with 10 people, you make $1 million business. Why you want to recruit thousands? You know what I mean? And it's important. You may recruit thousands, and that's good. We have strong brands that have 15,000. That's good. But how many years has been in the industry? For more than 30 years. Okay, that takes a lot of time, But what I mean is just this is a profession, an industry. You need so many people. Okay, of course, to get to 10 good people, probably have to recruit like 100.
Yes.
Understand that, It's a game number because you recruit 100. It's like employees. You recruit an employee, all of them will not be good. Some of them will be good. Some of them are they quit. That of course to get to these people, you have to recruit more than that to then have a good team. But still, you don't need too many people. Why are you going to be crazy recruiting a lot of people? Not like that. You talk to them, you interview them with your SMD in your case. If you have your SMD have a lot more experience. If you don't trust that person, don't do it. Don't go for it. It's a big problem, okay? And that's what pretty much happened with Primerica. They recruit everyone, and it's really difficult. Then they are limited in products, professional, but they have a great system. They have a great system. They have the same opportunity we have here to recruit people and create their own agency. Which that's good. Good thing is that our company, our platform, WorldWave, you can take whatever is good on anyone. We have all this that is good, and we have this. We're a hybrid. Okay? We have what the industry have, that we are professional. We have an environment which is so professional, product variety, product training. As you know, in the previous training, we have a lot of product training. So we always keep, and the company has so many trainings online. We try to keep so professional, like looking like a regular traditional agency, but we have the best of America, which is a great system. We're pretty much like a hybrid right now. And you want to understand the system, because you're going to find people in the industry that they will tell you, yes, I have a good IUL in my business. Yeah, I have a good training also. Yeah, we have an office as well, and we have all these conventions and things. Yeah, but probably they don't have a great system that they can build a business. When you talk to a regular agent, talk to them and ask them, okay, perfect. Let me ask you, if you recruit an agent, is on your team, on your boss team, on your broker team? It was all, yeah, in the broker team, because that's typically what happens with traditional agents. Here, in our opportunity, you recruit somebody that's on your own team, okay? This is our platform, and that's what, when you are probably, how many how many of you have somebody recruiting your team? At least one team member with you, or you're by yourself? You're by yourself, or you have one person in your team?
What do you mean?
Do you have one person in your team at least?
Yeah.
Yeah. How many people do you have in your team?
It means I recruited?
Yeah, at least an estimate, like 5, 10 people, 40 people.
40,
Perfect.
yeah.
Perfect.
40.
Somebody's alone with no team. Are you alone?
Yeah.
What is your name?
I'm
Aisha?
me.
I'm you're just by yourself.
Right.
Good. You're in the best position here then. Because today you're gonna start building your business the right way. And the reason I'm asking is because, of course, you will have a time in your career here that you will do by yourself and you will produce and sell, and that's good. But eventually, if you want to take advantage, this is a duplication business. You have to hire somebody and duplicate yourself in some other people. And this is the way I see the business. If you want to be successful, you have to start understanding your business and working your business as a CEO. That's the only way you're gonna be there. You have to see yourself as the CEO of your business. And that's why I'm teaching you this today. Even though you said, why Hector is talking about all these things about, I just probably have a small team. No, but you need to hear this. Because to grow your business, you have to run your business as a CEO, not when you have the team, from now. From now on, you have to work as a CEO of your own business. First thing, and our platform is so important when you grow your business, take these 4 areas, and this is your business here. First thing is leadership. We're gonna talk about this in detail. Second, education. Third, execution. Finally, recognition. Those are things, the way you're gonna run your business. If you are thinking about building a business here, these are areas that you have to pay attention every day, starting with yourself. Okay? If I'm building, and when I share this with you, I want to tell you a little bit about my background. I'm in business since 2006. I started a firm. Thank God I have 2 offices now I run. And I know how to deal with people, with employees, with agents down in WFG, that I have a really good background. What I'm telling you today is important to grasp it. I'm in real business. I can tell you exactly what you're gonna find out there. Okay, and thinking about my businesses, the business in the tax industry and the accounting industry, and also thinking of my own business in WFG, these are the areas I think you have to perform and keep your business growing. I'm gonna go per each individual category. Okay, leadership system. You have to see what is your leadership system right now. To build a team, you have to build yourself first.
Yep, that's good.
The way you do that, it was self-improvement. I was in this book. Who's that? Who's the owner of this book?
That's me. That's mine.
Good, great book. You have to build yourself. If you don't read, if you don't set up yourself for success as a leader, how are you going to grow a business? How are you going to influence people? How people are going to follow you? Think about it. You have to improve yourself first. When you think that people, let's say if I ask you today, tell me somebody in business that you want to have a conversation, that you at least will have an hour, sit down with them and ask questions about business success and all that. All those people probably you want to talk to them. Let's say you tell me, I dream to talk to Ed my dad. Ed my dad is one of our executives. I want to have an hour with Ed my dad. Why? Probably ask yourself why you want to have an hour with Ed my dad or with Tony Robbins or you name it. Because they have something to provide you. They have wisdom. They have, they probably influenced you already with so many things that they have done. But the only way they are in a position of giving is they are receiving. Believe me, ask Tony Robbins how many books have he read already? Thousands of books. Ask my dad how many books, how many training seminars he has? A lot of training. That's right. That's the person you want to become. You want to become this person that people want to talk to you because you have something to provide, you have information, you have wisdom. But you have to start with you, with yourself, with your self-improvement program first. ask yourself a question. What is my plan for the week, for the leadership program for myself? What are you reading right now? Of course, that's a question for you. Do I have a plan for growth in the leadership subject? Because all businesses, and this is a John Maxwell, he's explained that everything raises up or fail based on the leadership. Whatever is the leadership will determine the success of a business or the failure of the business. And if you know that in advance, you have to start working with yourself now. You don't start taking training on leadership when you're on the top. No, it's already too late. Your success will be overnight. Eventually you'll fail so quick. Important to start working yourself today. With leadership development program, the same thing you will do. Whatever you do with you recommend your team. You have to make sure your team is developing themselves as leaders. Because when they have issues, believe me, this is a tough career, really tough. They're gonna find a lot of objections, they're gonna find a lot of pressure on their peers and their family. And if they're not leaders, if they're not improving themselves, it will be tough. It will be so difficult. Even with leadership, the skills still is difficult. Imagine without. Important to improve yourself. That if I'm you, that's exactly what I do. I do accountability meetings with my team every week. And the first question I do is, what are you reading? What is the book you're reading? Tell me something what you learned this week about leadership. Something you have to start working. This is your business. If you have associates, call them, make a conference call, free conference call, right? Hey, tell me, what are you learning this week? And you keep them accountable with the leadership, okay? Because they will need it. It will be easier to manage them. It will be a lot easier to manage them when they're self-improvement. People behaviors are determined by environment. Part of being a leader, if you have to set up an environment, when we have meetings, when we have recognition events, convention, as a leader, people have seen you as a leader. There are people expecting you, okay, perfect. We have a worldwide convention this year. Probably you don't have the finances to be there. I definitely understand. Probably you want to be there, but you're not able to be there. But I don't miss any meeting. I be with or without money. I be to every convention because I want my team to see my leadership in that. I told you go, I go. So those are things that are important. You think that are not important, but people are looking. What are you doing? What events you're participating? Things like that. Set yourself to set. If you come early, what your team are going to do? Come early. I'm sorry. That's you always come early, but today, I don't know. But what I mean is just set the environment. It's supposed to bad. I didn't tell you. It was not because of you. She took the first night. Oh my God, it was me. Okay. And then, but lead by example. So important. Whatever you want your team to do it, what you have to do, do it yourself. Don't ask your team to do something you are not doing. Don't tell your team make calls that you're not making calls. Okay, do it yourself. Show them how to do it. Sometimes I have this trainer in my team. He goes to trainer with a trainee, and he was this is the way you have to make the call and everything. I was hearing the conversation, saying this is the way you have to tell them this and that and that. Okay, perfect. I said, okay, let's do this. I went to the meeting and said to the trainer, give me your phone. Take the number you want to call. I just make the call in front of the trainee. With I'm here, I'm the manager for the office of this person that is working. I just want to set up a meeting with that, do the whole script. Now I said to the trainer, you're telling them what to do. Do it in front of them. Lead by example. Do it yourself first. Both of them were scared, like, oh my God. But it's just do it. Don't tell them, you have to do this and then do it, and people will do it. What happened after that? They were making calls, like, oh my God, I have to make calls. That's the way it works. You have to be a leader. Lead by example. Okay? Important. You start from now establishing a leadership system with yourself first and with your team. Okay? Then you need an educational system. I always use this rule. It's a John Maxwell rule, the 5-hour rule. What is a 5-hour rule? Somebody knows what is the 5-hour rule? So many rules in life. Okay. You need to be educated. And now I'm talking about leadership, but this is another kind of education. You are an insurance agent, and eventually you may become a financial advisor. If you're an insurance agent, and you will become eventually a full financial advisor, if you get your license and everything, you want to be the best. It's important to, firstly, improve yourself as a leader. Second, you have to become an expert. You have to be, and how you do that? 5-hour rule. 5 hours a week. Dedicate yourself to read material, educational material in your profession. Technical information, about products, about specifically skills that you have to acquire as a even salesperson or as a financial expert. Those are things that you have to manage.
I want to share. Because in our we're in the phone right now in this technology, right? Every time you go to even to Google, you will see there about taxes, about IRAs, about life insurance, all those things. I read it from here. Every time I said it's very, I even copy those articles because it's very important, because what we talk to them about taxes, about everything, protection, everything is there. You have already an idea. You keep every day instead of doing something, I always go to Google, and there's always good article every morning.
And you learn so much. It's the only way you're gonna be an expert is what, reading, asking questions, being seminars. There's a lot of webinars. The technology is just helping a lot. Just make sure that you become an expert in your subject. That's the only way to learn. If you ask me, Hector, how do you learn about products? How do you learn about 401ks? How do you learn about this and that? I would call it 5-hour rule. I take time. I set up time on my calendar, to learn about something. Somebody is talking about something I don't know in the financial industry. What do you think I do? Make a note. I said, I'm going to research about that. Important. Become an expert. Dedicate at least 5 hours a week. In whatever you do, 5 hours a week. For 5 years, you become an expert.
Yeah.
Easy like that. People are going to ask you all the time because you will become an expert. Important, be knowledgeable about the principal products. First, because we have a company and we have represent products. Most importantly, right now, be an expert in the principal products we have. First, before you learn some other things, start working with what you have in your plate. Okay, so important. If we sell Index Universal Life, become an expert on the Index Universal Life. How many people have read the books Tax-Free Retirement? Important book, tax-free. Small book, Tax-Free Retirement, of the new version, Retirement Mirror. Important books, okay? Teach you how to deal with the Index Universal Life, the products, all that. Good other annuities. Read about annuities, the new highs, the different brochures you can read, learn a lot. Research it, so important. Okay, repetition is mother of learning. Training curriculum for your team. And the good thing you have here is we have the training center. Every week we have different training about products. Now we're gonna run again the cycle of the products. Then we want you to become an expert on the products, on the principal product we have. We're gonna teach again on term insurance, on Index Universal Life, on annuities. What was final expense, financial analysis. We have to run all the cycle again. Repetition is so important. It's so important in our business. That's part of our business. The way I see educational system is like we teach people in our system. That's what we're doing today. We teach people in our products. There have to be a balance in that. Okay. And we have in our, that's so important for you and for Robert and Klein and eventually for Sandy. We have in our team certified field trainers, okay? Which pretty much a certified field trainer is a person that can go out with any new trainee. Mm-hmm. And that's important to have a standard for certified financial trainers, and we set up a standard for that, and we see their presentation, make sure that if we send a new trainee with this person, we'll be in good hands.
Yeah, I tried to make a goal this year that I can have Joey and Pierre, even if I'm not here, they can go out with new agent and do the field training at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. That's so good. I always, and we teach our people part of our system as we believe in the split commission, okay? And that is important, you know, I don't know how they run it, you know, how you guys run it with the system, but if I send one of my field trainers with a new person, that is a split commission, simple as that, you know? We do the first 3 cells as a split commission, and the way to explain it to the new trainee is say, hey, you're not paying for training, and teach you how to present, you know. And this is the way I say, of course, if you go out with me, you know, it's not about the money, you know, believe me. I can do it with no split, but I'm not teaching you how to work, you know. It costs you something. What you want to do, get rid of me. Now you're gonna learn. If all the time I go, there's no consequences, what you're gonna do? All the time you'll be calling me, Hector, go with me to the presentation. Hector, go with me. I make sure that it costs you something, and you tell me, okay, perfect, 3 is good enough. And then I have to learn so much, you know. And it's not, when you're in field training, it's so important. You don't have to learn everything in field training. The only thing you learn in field training is how to present. Okay, then you bring the information and you come to your SMD. Is that not going to cost you a split? You know, everyone will help, even me. If you see myself and you have a difficult case, I run an illustration, help you with that. You don't have to do split. The only way we have a split in our organization is when I have to sit down with the client with you, you know. That's the way we work. Of course, you have your own business. I'm telling you some ways how we work. You have your own system. That's a good thing of our business. You know, I maybe do things like I'm explaining right now, but you may talk to another SMD and they have other style. You have independence in the business, which is good. You know, it's not bad. I'm not saying it's bad in another way. Some other teams have other strategies, great, and it work for you. But it's important to have it, you know, to keep it as a system that people follow. Then we have the execution system. We have some changes on this program this year. I know they're gonna announce something on the convention, but just in general, in case we have some changes to the program, to the lead program, we're gonna have the lead program. But you have to give your team an execution plan. Okay, if you don't have an execution plan, typically Darren Farrell teaches us, keep 1 cell a week, 1 cell a week, 1 family a week. You know, that's a system, that's an execution plan. And that's exactly what the elite producer program does. You know, if you keep doing 12 personal elite cells in a quarter, you are an elite producer. You know what that means? You have an execution system in place. Because I can explain you know, we can have a lot of training, we can share, you know, applause people and do all that, but if we don't have an execution system, we'll never make money. Because the only way you make money is when you produce cells. So important to have an execution system and stick to the program. You know, we have put people to be committed with the program. It's important. But if you don't have that culture, for example, we have a new category this year. This is an old brochure. We have a new category now, the all-star producer. That I know is going to change that, but we're going to have a new one, and you're going to learn. The next training, we're going to explain that. But it was 18 cells in 3 months. Okay, that was a new category that Julio opens in our hierarchy. Okay, new category. What do you think I did as a leader? You were that day here. Who was the first all-star producer in Florida? I did. But I did it because it was not, you know, of course, I like to help people and all that. But I'm so committed to do it first as a leader. You know, that's the way I see things, you know. If I have all people in my team want to be all-star producers. They want to sell 18 cells in 3 months. You set up the pattern. You have to execute first. Okay, important to keep that. The way you push your team, you don't push your team, I'm sorry. The way you attract your team is do it yourself, and people will do it. Now they're, oh my God, I want to be next to my leader. I want to be the second one. I want to be the first one in this team. You know, and you see people with that culture. It's important, but that's why you have to commit yourself with execution, and you have to tell your team how execution looks. That's exactly what I want to explain. If you have your team and they don't have a plan, they said, what do I have to do to be successful here? What this program does is help people to see how execution looks. You know, and the results are the achievement of the results. Perfect. And also execution. What is the most important in execution? The work cycle. There's no other way. I want to tell you that it's easier that you can put a machine to hold or something like that. But no, the way it works, you have to make your list of contacts. Call, text, email. Back then we just had calls. Now we can text, we can email, we can do so many things, WhatsApp, all that. Set up appointments, get referrals, go back again to the site. If you want to ask me, what I have to do, Hector? This is your business. You have to be good at this. By the way, let me tell you, I prefer somebody in my team that doesn't know too much about products and know about this. You tell me why. Believe me, when you have the client, somebody will help you to close it.
Yes.
If you don't have the client, you can know you
don't learn.
You may learn, you know everything, but if you don't have the client, you don't sell.
Yeah.
The most important person is the person with the client. That's the most important person.
Yes.
And that's why I'm telling you, you want to be an expert on this, on execution. You want to execute, you have to be an expert on this. First meeting, I have people on my team. Hector, yes, I want a meeting with you. I need to do something for my business. Okay, perfect. We start the meeting. The first question, where's your list? Your contact list. Oh, I don't have a contact list. Okay, perfect. There's no meeting there. Listen, why? Because if you don't have a list, you don't have a business. You're an employer right now.
That's true.
Think about it. It is true. No, it's just that I don't have time to. If you don't have time, you don't have a business. There's no meeting. Why are we going to be? Want to talk something personal? We can talk something personal, but not as a business. Because all the businesses start with a list. Okay, and that's so important you understand that. If you don't have a list right now, you're unemployed. You're not in the business. You need a list of contacts because this is a business of people and you have to talk to people. Okay, when you have a list, second thing you have to do is make sure you contact them. And this is the way I explain it all the time. Don't put a pressure, you're not selling anything right now. You want just to prospect. Prospect is not selling. Okay, it's a bit different about prospecting and selling. Selling is at the kitchen table when you have an application. That is selling. That is different. But if you never get to prospect, you will never sell. Most important is prospecting. What I do, I call people. If I call people, typically I do more in person, or I make calls as well. I call people and make sure they want to know what I do. I explain to them. I try to typically do in Spanish all the time. It's more difficult. But I just prospect and I say, hey, I'm Hector Abraham. Nice talking to you. All depend. If you know this is a referral, then you introduce yourself, then you know the person that referred and everything. And definitely, I'm in the financial service industry. I help families getting in the right position, financially speaking. And definitely, we have a consultation that probably this person thought that it would be good for you and your family. We have the option. We can meet at the office. We can meet at your house. Let me help your family with this. No commitment, no anything. Just let us. Simple. Don't complicate yourself. People will tell you yes or no, or give you more information. Perfect. Second thing, so important. Why I have my Wealth Wave campaign set up and the email and everything. I said, perfect. Okay, this is your cell phone? Yes, this is my cell phone. Okay, you want more information? Good. Let me send you my webpage. Research on me. And then I contact you and follow up, contact them, and set up a business. You send that second time, they'll take a look of the website because people do that. You send it. I send a text message with the link of my website in WorldWave. You know that they don't enter. Then you call them. Hey, did you take a look of the website? No, but don't worry. Let us meet them. Now he owes me, or the person owes me. He feel bad. I said, oh yeah, that's fine. Let's meet on Friday. Okay, good. Let's meet on Friday then.
Yes, it happens.
But if you don't follow up, what is gonna happen? You'll never get an appointment.
Yes.
Don't be embarrassed. Don't put pressure on yourself. We represent good products, good companies. This is not a scam. Believe me, nationwide, Transonic will not do business with a company that is a scam. You understand that? People may think whatever they want, but the reality is other thing. Okay. And then if you put that in your mind that you are, you're people doesn't want to talk to you, or you're assuming that people, they don't want you, they don't want, it's bad, don't assume anything like that. People need help. The statistics say that people are broke and we can help people. That's the numbers you need in your mind. Okay. Make your calls, don't put pressure. Most important thing you have to do is an appointment. If you never get to talk to them, talk to them. My recommendation was the last time, do a financial analysis. Talk to them, ask about their struggles, their income, their expenses, how much they owe, things like that. Collect the information and offer them an opportunity to bring a proposal for them.
Yeah.
Okay? That's the most important. That is difficult? No. You're not saying anything at this point. These people is getting help by you. Okay? Collect information, come to your SMD, or if you're ready to do the proposal, do it yourself. If not, come to your SMD. SMD will help you to build a good proposal for the client. Then get back to the client and say, perfect, you already set up on a second appointment. You go to the second appointment and tell, hey, I think I can help you. After we analyze and sit down with the broker of my company, we really think about your situation. And this is the best option we think we can have. Then, one people can say yes or no, or they can say no now, but eventually, that's all. That's your job. You do 3 to 5 presentations like that in a week, you will be setting at least 1 or 2 cases every week. Every week. That's gonna happen. That's gonna happen. Appointments, when you can do, I don't know, some people doing the first appointment, some others doing the second appointment. Always ask for referrals, okay? And base your referrals in the experience that the person already, after complete, people said, you just ask them, how's your experience? Tell me, evaluate myself. Do you really like the way we work and everything? Yes, I did. Okay, perfect. There are some people that you think this information may be good for them. Perfect, write the names, good. You prefer to call them or you want me to call them? Give them the chance. If they say, no, I don't have time to call them, yeah, I give the phone number, perfect. If they're gonna call them, then you say, okay, I follow up with you then. Let me know when you call them, perfect. Do it in a way that you will never, you never want your client feel like in a car dealership, pressure of the car dealership. You have to buy the car today.
How much you gonna pay?
Never sound like that, okay? No good at all. No good at all in this industry. And then go back, you have your referrals. Now you have your referrals is the new list of contacts. Keep doing calls, keep setting. Okay, everyone clear with that? Execution plan. That's the execution plan. And the lead is just make sure they can put their eyes on how it looks the execution plan. Okay? And this is exactly what they have to do. And this is probably you have seen this before, huh? No? Okay, good. Don't put pressure on yourself. This other song I got this time is so bad. It's just one day cold, one day hot. Okay, we have type of associate we may have. We have people that are no timers. You have it in everything. You have no timers?
Silent disappear.
Silent disappear.
Yeah.
You have some of them? I have a lot of them.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. And I'm telling you this, not to become frustrated. That's normal. You will have people that will sign up and will never answer the phone again, will never come to a training.
Yeah.
That's normal. The problem is if you start assuming that it's because of you. The issue we have is we start assuming. And we say, oh my God, probably he felt bad about me or something. Don't think like that. People have struggles in life. You never know what happened. Probably they feel so frustrated because they come in with you, but now they realize that they can do it. That's fine. Don't hire yourself because of this. All of us have no timers that they just sign and just leave and they make no money. That's all. Perfect. WFG have a great foundation that they put all the $100 on the signs cost anyway. It's not a foundation, it's a business. Okay, once upon a timer, what are the people that show up to the training, show us some activities, but they pretty much, you see it every quarter, every 6 months, they don't make money to it. And these are things that you have to discuss with your team. You know, put yourself in one of them. You have the compliance timers. Compliance timers. What is that? If the SMD said this meeting is required, then the person is there. But they make some money, the compliance timers. You know, and important you understand your business. Sometimes this is great people. This is great people. I like a lot of sometimes. And you said why? What do you think I like a lot of sometimes? Sometimes is this person come to the training. Don't come to all the trainings, but they come when they have clients or they have referrals. That's good. That's great. They're so part-time, so part-time. Okay, but they may want to sell a month, at least once a month. Those are good people. I will give you an advice. Sometimes we want to push people to places they don't want to go. Okay? And sure, when you sit down in the first meeting, understand where they want to go. Probably you want them to make millions and they just want to make $1,000 a month. That's fine. You know, let them open their eyes and see other things. Don't try to open their eyes and, let them, probably you have people that they just want to make money to pay their IULs. That's all. Leave them quiet. Allow them, of course, set up a plan. If you want to sell one a month, perfect. Let me give you a plan for selling one a month. That's good. Those some-timers, if you have a team of 20, 30 some-timers, that they're at least selling one a month, that's a lot of money. That's great. Why are you going to bother them? Keep like you are. Some-timers, typically, they don't bring trouble. They are just good people. They have to have fun. They're great people with their
I have one in Vegas and one in LA. Once in a while, I see 2 policies from that area, 3, and I'm happy for her. Yeah.
They don't bring trouble. They're just good people, professional. Yeah. That's all. Don't push them to places they don't want to go. Of course, one day that some-timers may wake up and say, "Man, I just want to make 100,000." Well, good. Now they're ready. Now you're not pushing them. They pushing themselves. Okay. Important to understand the business. Okay. These people are by default. You cannot deal with these people. Compliance people, they're good, but anyway, you will have it in your team. This one, I just love some-timers. Good some-timers. Now we'll start the problem with the business, with our business, with part-timers. Now, the first thing with part-timers, what is a part-time? We can just define a part-time. What is a person that what? What is a part-time?
When maybe 20 hours in a week.
20 hours a week?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Second thing I do on my meetings is just ask them. 20 hours a week. I ask them, are you part-time in the business? Yes. Okay. How many hours do you invest in the business? Then stop, quiet silence. They're not part-timers. They are some-timers. Then now they want to make 50,000, but being some-timers. That's not gonna happen. A part-timer invests from 20 to 25 hours a week. Okay? Doing what? Prospecting, calling, executing. Training, you can count 3 hours of training, perfect. But there's no way you make $50,000 because we talk about making 50. Believe me, when I make my first $50,000, it was part-time. I'm still part-time in the business. I know how to make 150 part-time. That may be possible. That's right. It is possible. But the thing is, you have to be clear. The person have to be clear. It's a part-time or not. Because this is the problem. If you have a person in your team saying it's a part-timer and it's not making money, it's affecting your business. It's not a problem with the system. It's a problem with the person. It's not investing the right time. Or probably it's investing the time, but not in the right things. Probably they're taking 20 hours of webinars. That's not going to work. It's important to be clear with our team. If you invest 20 to 25 hours, 3 hours in training a week, and the rest of the time, the work cycle, it's no way you're not making 50,000.
Which I always tell before, don't become a professional student in the office. Go out.
Go out and become professional. So important to do that, okay? And of course, you have part-timers, then this is the process. Part-timers with a full-time opportunity, okay? And that's when you see somebody achieving, earning 50,000. You will never recommend somebody to become full-time. Never recommend somebody to become full-time until they don't make at least 50,000.
Yeah.
You tell me why? Because, and let me tell you, the way I work with my team is, okay, you have a job that pays you 30,000. Good, that's good. Hector, I want to retire because they get emotional. You know, I want to retire. I'm so excited. Be careful with that. You know, because then we'll be a family with no food because they're gonna leave the business. And if they were, and this is the excuse. The excuse is, what time is it? We're late? No,
We're good.
Okay, we're good. Okay. This is the issue. They tell you, no, I'm a some-timer because I need more time. I don't have time with my work and everything. If they don't do it as a part-time some-timer, they will not do it as a full-time. That's impossible.
Yeah.
Okay? This is the way I do. Perfect. You want to retire from a job. That's good. When if you make 30,000 a year, this is my rule. This is not written in any book. This is my rule. I sit down. Let's say, Julie, you want to retire from a job full-time with WFG? Perfect. If you make 30,000, I want 30,000 in savings in your bank account. When you have 30,000 in your bank account that you can live for a year, not needing money, perfect. I support you. I help you to be full-time in the business. And why I do that? Because I don't want people unemployed, with not good, the work ethic have to be a good work ethic,
Just good example, because one of that convention I attended, he's earning almost $1 million, but he's still part-time. So he said, if I can do it, get this money, still doing full-time on my job, why can't you?
Yeah.
There's no excuses.
Yeah, but when you explain to them and you tell them and you put a goal, they don't reach it. If they're sometimes they don't reach it, then the conversation is done. That's it. Of course, they do whatever they want. I won't control people, but I tell them, hey, be realistic. Your family needs the money of your job. You won't be crazy. You are not demonstrating any in the business because I know people part-time making 50,000.
Mm-hmm.
How you want to, if you're part-time right now, let's say part-time, and you're not making 50,000, there's no time to retire from your job. Okay. Important to understand that. And finally, become a good full-time, make good amount of money. Important especially when you're part-time or full-time. Some-timers, they don't deal with that, okay? But part-timers and full-time, because you may be investing the time in the wrong things. Important to block your time. Do you realize that is in Spanish? No. Yeah, say llamadas, calls. Calls to clients, llamadas a clientes.
Yeah.
This is Spanish, I'm sorry. I share just some. That was after tax time. This is pretty much, it looks like the way I block my time. And this is simple. You have calendars on your phone, you have block your time. I have enough time for appointments. This is all in yellow, it's appointment time. And this is what happened. You tell me, okay, Hector, and if somebody call you and want an appointment at 9 a.m., what do you think I will do? I said, I don't have availability at 9. At 9, I just pray. This is devotional. I do my devotional. I do my thing. I just set up my time. I do appointments after 1 and during the evening.
So you do your calling at the green.
At the green, yeah, during the morning. That was something I learned with Bill Mitchell. But you don't have to do the same. You do your own, okay? I do, for example, I can do an exemption in the morning if there is a second appointment for closing. That's I do an exemption. But this is what happened. You talk to the people, and we want to set up an appointment. Perfect. What do you have available? Yeah, just let me know everything. I have available everything. It's a problem. If you are so available, people don't want to do business with you. You know what I mean? If I contact you, if you contact me, and now we're trying to set you on an appointment, and you have all the time available of the world, then I'm worried. I don't want to give you my money then.
Someone told me before, always pretend that you're busy.
Yeah, it's just
even when you're with them, you always say, "Oh, I have another appointment after this." Because she used to sell.
And the way you do that, is block your time. You say, I don't have availability at 10, at 9. I have something already in my schedule, but okay, perfect. Are you sure that you're gonna be there? It's just, are you gonna move somebody from that spot?
Yeah, I do that.
You know, it's oh, no, let's do that another, okay, perfect, okay. Then you know it's not it's not serious. And you have to understand, it's like a lot of psychology in this, so important, and you have to tell people, here, I'm busy, I have a schedule, I block my time, I know it's like, you don't talk like that, but people have to understand in the conversation, you're a busy person. You don't have all the time in the world, okay?
Sometimes it's just like maybe good time, when it happens, somebody didn't call, hey, sometimes you're just finished from your appointment.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be there.
Yeah, it's like we have to make sure, and that your team will respect your time as well. You don't have time here for accountability, for sitting down with my team and things like that. I have, important to set up your time, okay? If you don't set up, you don't block your time, you will not be successful, that's for sure. People will do with your time whatever they want. Be clear with that, okay? You have to be set up already in advance. You see here, for example, I have time for calls. This is the most important part of my business.
What is the 7 o'clock?
I'm
just
yeah.
curious.
7 o'clock.
Breakfast.
Oh, breakfast.
No, 7 o'clock is, yeah,
I mean, 8 o'clock I understand.
You know what it says here?
8 o'clock,
Bible, I understand.
It says something I'm not doing.
Devotional.
Ejercicios.
Oh, exercise.
Exercise.
You got
Hey,
it. You're so rude.
Hector, I try every morning 6 o'clock. I always try to wake up to run, at least
I
an
was
hour, do
thinking, is
something.
that espresso or something?
No, that would be good.
I know, I cannot read it.
Workout.
Yeah, I know.
She got me.
I understand the devotional
Yeah.
and the Bible thing.
Then, the calls, and then I do appointments. Then, of course, for tax season, these change. This is after tax season.
Yeah.
You see, it's in September.
Yeah.
But you have, and it's good. And now you can see how many hours you invest in your business. The most important thing with your business is prospecting and calling. But you have to be, give a priority to that. It's so important. Give a priority to that. Okay. And now, if you ask me how much time I invest on my business, I can tell you silently. Just count the hours and tell you this is the time I invest in my business. Okay. Any questions with that besides that question?
Sorry.
No.
No, I'm working on it too as well.
But I
I'm
behaved so
trying to-
bad last year. Oh, yeah. But I'm working hard.
One
Yeah.
question is, what about when you reach your contact, you reach all your contact, you feel like, okay, you try to have all your people in your contact.
That you
And what
contact
next?
already everyone?
Everyone that you
Okay,
have.
then it's a problem of prospecting. Okay.
Yeah,
Let me
that's
give
what
you an answer. You need at least, now if you have an issue with not knowing so much people, you have at least to prospect from 5 to 10 people every week.
Cold market.
Okay. Cold marketing or in person. Okay, when in person, somebody, I met Christine. I met Christine today, for example. If I have seen Christine in CVS Pharmacy or something, I just start a conversation with Christine. Hey, Christine, what do you do? And all these, and we have a conversation. Perfect, good. Hey, I was like, what do you do for a living, Christine? And she said, oh, what do you do, Christine, besides this business? Pharmacy. I'm a pharmacy technician. I'm even in CVS, imagine. I do this for so many years. Good, great. I dedicate myself to financial services. I help people with things like that, complicated things with money, invest, saving, things like that. Can we share information and then we'll probably talk about it and talk later? And if this is my information, anything you need that subject of financial services, let me know. I can help you with that. Can I have your contact? Send me. Do you have my phone? My phone is there. Can you text me your phone number and then we can be in contact? Perfect.
I want to share my experience also. When I started this business, I was just 1 year in Orlando, and what I did with this one, I attended marketing group in Orlando.
Mhm.
I didn't attend because I was invited for Bible study,
Yeah.
but because I wear some pin there, then people keep on asking me, and then it's
Networking.
yeah, and then I checked with somebody, said, hey, what's the gathering tonight? Is there any networking? So I go there, there's an event, I give card, and that one was really connecting the dots and everything.
Important. if you want, one of the things so important with the website, have your own website. Some of the things I do is just, I compare, because we have good videos, I can tell to Christine, hey, Christine, I can share some good videos and how money works and things like that will help you a lot. Do you want me to text you the link? People think this, okay, do that, give me your phone number, I text you. Now I got her phone number. Important thing about prospecting. Handing a business card without receiving one is not a good deal. It's useless. They will not call you, okay?
They would not, yeah.
Understand that. You know,
Always get the number.
you know, always look for a way to get their number. You're giving them, you know, the business card is pretty much telling them, give me your number. That's all. Okay? You have to prospect 5 to 10 people a week. You know, 5 to 10 people a week. And you have to count it, you know, make sure you're doing, you know, networking, talking to different people, knowing different people, participating in different events. That's so important.
Yeah.
And also ask for referrals. Referrals is so important.
Yeah, I was late because I went to attend the birthday party here in
Okay.
Orlando. So.
Oh, you got your birthday, now you're not birthday party. You're partying too much.
No, they said.
She's a compliance timer or what?
I'm a
sometimes.
No, because they said 5 o'clock it will start. I guess it's Filipino time. They started at 7
Oh
o'clock.
my
I said,
God.
you gotta be kidding me. 7. So I only ate 15 minutes. I gotta go. I was driving so fast. It takes,
Wow.
yeah, 40 minutes.
Yeah.
So every 30 minutes I was driving like 85 miles.
We have the before that we have cleaned. Will you have a question before that we started or when you got? No, I thought that you were gonna ask me something from the training before because you got late. Anyway, go ahead. No.
Sorry.
She's still confused.
No, I was thinking that you have a question for me before. From the training for no, okay.
No.
You were explaining to us that why you.
Yeah, because
Okay.
they were prospecting. You
Okay,
know, so-
prospect. You were
so
prospect. Oh, okay,
yeah, I was
okay.
trying to prospect at the birthday party,
Okay.
but they all came late.
Okay.
Because they were telling me, where are you going, Julie, why you're so dressed up? And I kind of give them an idea. Well, I'm going to, a business meeting and, stuff
Good,
like that.
good.
But I was just sitting
Good
there.
example. Good
Yeah.
example. You know, you go share with the family, with friends.
I want to share something. So Sandy is my SMD, right? Sandy Morales. My birthday was last Sunday, and I was the one that told her. I said, on Sunday, I don't know until when you are in Orlando, but I'm having a party in my house, and the original plan was for her to do a little presentation at a certain time to present to my friends on what I do other than being a physical therapist.
Yeah.
Well, it did not happen as I planned
Okay.
because the party just got too much fun and pictures and everything, and it didn't happen. But Addison was able to do some prospecting.
Yeah.
Like she did individual talk to the friends that she just met the first time. So now all we gotta do is just to follow up to see. So I thought that was a good way to
Great.
get the business out
Great.
there.
And let me tell you, that's
Because I told her, I said, I've been prospecting friends, but they always tell me, I don't have time. I said, but the funny thing is, they will attend parties.
they will say, yeah, that's very
Let's
important.
say no to parties.
But
That's
did
correct.
you tell them that you're gonna have this?
No, I did not tell them that the presentation was happening. I told them, or that what the presentation was about. I told them that I'm gonna let them know what I do other than being a physical therapist.
Okay.
So I did not really told them that I was presenting.
Because it happened to me before. I did the party, and then after that we did the presentation. It wasn't really successful. It became some of the people become negative
Okay.
because they think that it's just for the party.
Yeah, most important, try to be,
Truthful.
I'm pretty casual with that, I just prospect knowing the people, learning, don't be, be intentional, but that people don't notice that you're intentional. Now, make sure it's
Make
just
sure that it was really the purpose for the
Right.
gathering.
Yeah,
It's
and
very important.
that they don't even realize that you were prospecting them, or
Right.
you're really prospecting them,
Right.
and make sure that people are interested in the subject, and the way you do that is call their attention, is talking about a little bit about what you do, what they're interested in their life, what they're making, and have a conversation, a normal conversation. I prospect people. For example, I go to a restaurant. This lady's so good, with the service, everything like that. I just go there and say, oh my God, I'm so admired. You treat us so well. You know that I dedicate myself to hire people like you. I will do whatever, I don't know what I can do to have somebody like you on my team. And she said, sure, you're saying that? That's prospecting. I was not even, I was intentional,
Right.
but I was using that scenario. She was not expecting that, but she felt comfortable. She said, oh my God, thank you. I so appreciate that you, yes, I don't see you so busy. I mean, of course, be honest, if they were not doing good, don't do it, don't tell them. But I'll be honest, and what she was saying, it was great, and what you do? Now she's asking me what you do. She's interested. I say, yeah, I do financial services. This is my card, this is my website. I want you to have your contact. That's simple like that. You have a prospect, it's a person that treats people well. Now they're interested. They're like, probably she go out there, go to the kitchen. Oh my God, I meet the gentleman that looks like he has money. And things happen. That happen. That's not necessarily the truth. But what I'm saying is that being intentional, but that people don't feel, like she was talking to us. I will not do that. I'm not that person. If I invite you to a business meeting, I invite you to a business meeting.
Right.
Go directly. But the best thing what Sandy did was just great.
Right.
That's the best way to do. The best way to do.
She was prospecting without the friends knowing that she was prospecting.
Right.
If that makes sense. If I would do something on a different way, like really invite them, I would not on a party. I would specify at the
As a
beginning
business
and
meeting.
upfront that I am inviting you to a
Business
meeting,
Yeah.
introducing what I do. That
That's
is a different situation. With that one, I had the house decorated, food and everything. They really did not feel anything like they were prospected.
Yeah. That's one day I did in Thanksgiving, I did a grateful, I just got it in Spanish, we call Dia de Acción de Gracias, like grateful, be grateful and everything. And I invite my friend to my business.
Right.
Invited my friend to my business. They know exactly that this is my business. It was direct. And I was so, I just started, saying thank you to everyone, to my friend, to me. The reason has been successful because all those relationships, all the support and everything. And I, we talk about how good it's been business with us and everything. I'm grateful to God, grateful to them. I don't even talk about the business. And they start asking, Hector, why are you doing that? You've been so successful. And wait, I have like 10, 15 appointments from that party. Intentional, but not that people deny. Intentional, okay? Just attract people to you. They want to know what you do. That's exactly how you.
Teaser.
Sometimes
Let them be curious what you do. Huh?
Yeah, and that's so important. That's why you have to have a good appearance all the time. Why? Because you talk to people, people know you. You have to become interested. What you call we call Spanish interesante. You're gonna find that's your homework. Interesting. You have to look interesting that people want to know you. Even though imagine I don't speak English really well. I just speak as a second language, but people still interested in know what I do. That's good. But that's the way you talk, the way you approach people. Okay, perfect. This is the be accountable. That's exactly what you have to do with yourself first. Put a list of actions, and measure yourself how you're working with your actions. Give you a result, achievement. Establish, for example, if your goal wants to be a lead producer, put all the actions you have to do in order to do that, and measure it. And every week, sit down with an accountability partner, and make sure you are accountable. Accountability is important to be successful. Okay. I was talking to Julio because we have like 3 months with no accountability meeting with me. And I felt myself so bad because I want at this point to reach some goals. And this is what my conversation this morning with Julio, when I was preparing my training, I said, Julio, I need you again. I need you every week. We have to organize again because we were doing for a year a weekly meeting. Julio's my EBC, it's my SMB. And I said, Julio, I need you again. I need to be accountable to you. Please, let's set up the weekly call and be accountable. So important because that puts you pressure to do what you have to do. If not, you feel so comfortable and not achieving. Okay? Important to be an elite producer culture, establish, it's the measurement of success, establish a goal to be an elite producer, be an expert in the work cycle, and have passion to help families. So important to have that culture in you. Then the final part is the recognition system. R. Williams says everybody wants to be somebody. Okay, I'm really intentional with recognition. And don't recognize failure. Never do that. Okay, recognize success. But recognize success at the level of the person is. If you have a training associate, accomplish their 3 appointments. Invest in your business. Buy some things from WFG, buy some shirts, do some really nice stuff. Recognize them, of your team, and they're gonna feel so good about it. Even a certificate or something, be intentional with the recognition. Because it's so important in our system. One of the things that happen in the industry is that you can be the best, but nobody recognizes you. Probably you in your work, you're so good, but nobody recognizes you. They put you a week employee of the week, and nobody sees in the wall, that nobody sees in the office or in the institution that you work.
I told Sandy maybe in an office here we're starting like
next. We have one recognition for
next, because we're ordering some certificate already. But what I'm trying to say is like even our group here, even in your group, in the whole office, like like small trips, like that. So that other than just dinner, but some small trips. With certain number contest. We're gonna do that.
We have to plan that.
We have to plan that.
We have to go with the first trip we have in agenda is the World Wave trip, World Atlanta trip.
So
do our videos and everything.
At least some small trips like that agents and families can go together like that.
Okay, good. That's like a trip.
Like nice location in down South Florida.
Good.
Perfect.
Good.
Team building.
That is so important. You have to establish that culture in your business about recognition, but don't invite everyone. They have to be events that are for special people. We're special people. People that are achieving results.
Achieving results.
People that are working the system. Because it's good to have fun with everyone, but people that are not doing it, they have to feel, they have to say, oh my God, I want to be there. I see the pictures on Facebook. They're having so much fun. I don't know. And we're so intentional now. We have a WhatsApp group in our team, and all the time we have, for example, the new producer dinner. We went to the dinner, we start posting pictures, how much fun we have and everything. All the rest of the things, like, oh my God, I want to be there. That's so great. You have to be intentional with the recognition. Every week, every month, every quarter. It's not have to be anything related to money. Sometimes recognition is recognition. Call them. Oh my God, I realized you made your first $1,000. I'm so proud of you. Good. Nice people. They feel that appreciation. Somebody's looking their job. Everybody wants to be somebody. Okay? That's why when I talk to that server, she feels so good. She feels so good. Why? Because I recognize her. You do an awesome job.
Next week, we're going next week for the recognition next week, right?
I think I don't know. I thought when is Sandy coming?
I think next week.
No, I think she's coming after convention.
After convention, so we
I
can
think it's that Wednesday. We have recognition that Wednesday.
Recognize the numbers that for the past month.
Yeah. But it will be after convention.
Are we having meeting next week? No.
What is next week?
Wednesday, are we having it? Because I know we're going to convention.
Oh, no, I don't think, no, we can't
Okay,
next week.
that's
Yeah, people are going to be ready for Vegas already.
Okay, no, oh my God, thank you for,
So no, nothing on Wednesday.
No, next Wednesday, no, because I have to have a trip and then you're going as well.
I'm already in Vegas by that time.
Yeah, it will be too much.
Because we have 2 agents that
make sure you cancel the meeting.
Yeah, we have 2 agents that we have to meet there also.
Perfect, okay. Next Wednesday is no meeting, okay? But please, next Wednesday, we have.
I will be here on February 7th. I will be in California after the convention.
In California? Okay.
Hopefully we will.
Late, no. This is one of our, we have, I think it was a quarterly event. We have in Gaylord Palms, we have a really nice restaurant, people were so happy about it, This is how people feel so proud. They see the picture, I said, oh my God, this is so good. We have so much fun. This is my team. This may be your team. But if you start from now, what was my first meeting? for the lead producer people, what's a table of four? My wife and what this one called? Start like that. You know, you start recognizing early in your career, then eventually you have a whole team in a restaurant having so much fun. In any other place, and it could be all good. You know, just make sure you grow, you know, you understand that you are in business. And this is a great system, it's a great opportunity. And you have people here that have experience to help you to bring your business to the next level. Okay? Any questions for me? We're good? Thank you, people. It was a pleasure. Éxito, éxito. That means success. Éxito.
Thank you again, Hector.
My pleasure.
I wish you were last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I went to Washington and then came back. Yeah.
Okay. I was not here that last week.
Last week?
Last week I was not here.
Oh,
I was fighting in the birthday. I'm kidding.
Hector, I have a question.
Go ahead.
So if you want to recruit somebody from another state, do you have to be licensed in that state?
Some state require that you're licensed, some of them don't.
Like if you want to recruit somebody from because that's where I used to be from. Someone that I
Let me find an internet real quick. Let me find it. Yeah. Let me check Missouri. I didn't have experience in Missouri.
He is in the real